Sup nerds, we're still updating our videos with the new stuff we got from the December 2nd update. We already showed all of the quest rewards from this update and updated several different videos already. But today we're doing a big one. We are updating the every unique weapons that we can get in Fallout 76 right now. And I feel the need to clarify every time I update this video because without fail, people do comment about it every time. But unique weapons here is the classification of weapons in Bethesda games. It does not mean weapons that are unique in the general meaning of the word unique, but in fact, named legendaries would be the closest thing in other RPGs. It makes way more sense if you do look at it from the offline Bethesda games. What these weapons have in common is that they are unique variants of pre-existing weapons. And of course, in those older offline games, you could only get one of each of these unique variants, so they were in fact unique. But 76 being an online game with repeatable events and the possibility of selling and purchasing weapons to and from other players, it does make it so we can get multiple copies of these unique weapons, making them not really unique in the sense of the word unique, but still being in the Bethesda category of unique weapons, in which they are a variant of a common weapon. So things like the Pepper Shaker, though it is a very unique looking weapon and a unique firing weapon, it is a weapon of its own because there are no other named variants of it, and hence they are not classified as the Bethesda category of unique weapon, but they are the common weapon themselves. Whereas something like the Slug Buster, though it does look exactly the same as a plasma rifle, and now us being able to get quite a few of these from mutated party packs, it is a named variant of the plasma rifle and hence categorized as the Bethesda's unique weapons. And this is not something I made up. You can look it up in the wiki of any Bethesda RPGs and you will see a category for unique weapons, I promise you. So yeah, I do hope that clarifies a little bit. But if you still disagree with me about any of the weapons that I show here, you can let me know in the comments down below. I usually do respond to every comment, unless I forget. But yeah, let's go. Let's start off with quest-related unique weapons. The Somerset Special is a unique 44 pistol that you will get from the main quest Final Departures. It doesn't have any special look, but it does come with a scope and an anti-armor legendary perk. It's also droppable. You can mod it just like you would a normal 44 pistol, as long as you have the mods for the 44 already. The Anti-Scorched training pistol is a unique 10mm pistol from the main quest Into the Fire. You also get the Fire Breather's uniform here, which is one of my favorite outfits. Again, no unique look, and honestly pretty weak even at a max level. It's also droppable, but it does shoot blue, which is pretty fun to see. When you finish the mission, you can also get the plans to mod the 10mm, the 10mm SMG, and the AR. You can get the plans for the other weapons as well, but it requires you to do some other missions and find the bodies of missing fire breather officers that appear in this terminal. Pearly Peepers is a unique binocular that you get for completing Bob Bob Black Sheep. This one does in fact have a unique look, as it has a pearl body that the regulars do not. It also lets you tag targets and has 3 different zoom levels. That said, you can't mod it. The Fixer is a unique combat rifle that you get by completing Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. You can actually get the plan for this weapon in a public event called the Cryptid, but you can only get the plan here after you finish Wolf in Sheep's Clothing quest. It has a polymer finish look instead of the regular wooden one on the combat rifle. It also comes with these mods and these innate perks of plus 100% sneaking speed, plus 15% stealth in shadows, but you can also put legendary perks on top of all that, making this technically a 5-star legendary. This one is definitely one of the best unique weapons, and it also uses the same mods and skins as the combat rifle. There are 2 unique weapons that you can get from the Into the Mystery questline. To get it started, you must find the body of the young woman. It spawns in several different places, like here outside the medical center. If you have already picked up a tethered dress before you find the body, it can actually bug up the quest, which is why I had to drop all of these to get it working again. Pick up the damaged holotape and the worn veil from the body to start the Into the Mystery quest. It is pretty straightforward from here. Head to the Riverside Manor to continue. After Into the Mystery comes Initiate of Mysteries. This is pretty straightforward too. After Initiate of Mysteries comes Novice of Mysteries, and to finish this quest, you must do 3 smaller quests, which is where we get the weapons. The Blade of Bastet will be acquired from forging a legend mission. You do get Grand Sword first in this quest, but that is a temporary quest weapon, and hence I don't count it. There are several steps to this quest, but it is all pretty simple. Once you make the Blade of Bastet from the Fabricator, you finish the quest. It is a unique Chinese officer sword, but it doesn't look any different. But it does have a plus 50% armor penetration, which becomes plus 100 when you wear the Eye of Ra with it. That said, you can't mod this at all. The Voice of Set is obtained from prototypical problems. And just as with Blade of Bastet, there are several steps before you can fabricate the Voice of Set, and this too is very straightforward. And this too also ends when you make the Voice of Set at the Fabricator. The Voice of Set is a unique 44 pistol, but it has a 20% higher base damage than the other 44 pistols. It also has 35 additional electrical damage against robots, but when wearing the Garb of Mystery and the Eye of Ra, the electrical damage is doubled. And the weapon will also have a 25% chance to paralyze robots for 1 second. And this too, you can't mod at all. Perfect Storm is received from the Code K side quest at Wavy Willard's Water Park. Perfect Storm is a unique 10mm SMG that deals 8 fire damage per second for 3 seconds. Otherwise, it doesn't look special, nor can you add any legendary perks to it. You can use 10mm SMG mods on it though. Still in Toxic Valley, there's a random encounter with these prison marshals. Getting the arrest warrant from them starts the falsely accused side quest. Finishing this easy quest gets you the Civil Unrest, a unique pump-action shotgun. Despite it not looking any different, it does give you a plus 10 AP in it perk. You can also use the mods from the normal pump-action shotgun on this. But you can't put any legendary perks on it. The Black Diamond is received upon completing the Flavors of Mayhem main quest. It is a unique ski sword with a bladed mod and a +1 strength legendary mod. You can mod it with ski sword mods, but no legendary perks. The Oathguard's 10mm SMG is a unique 10mm SMG, acquired by completing Duty Call's main quest. It doesn't look any different, but it does come with an anti-armor legendary perk already on it. You can mod it with 10mm SMG mods, but you can't put any legendary effects on it. The Mother of Invention main quest will give you the Fact Finder, yet another unique 44 pistol. It has 2-shot, explosive, and reduced AP cost as its legendary perks. It already comes with a few mods on it, like the stabilized bow barrel and the reflex sight. Why are there so many 44 pistols though? And why not at least color them differently? In the main mission field testing, you have the option to recruit Marty or Cullen Putnam. Recruiting Marty will get you the Farmhand, a unique super sledge. He has Ghost Slayers, melee speed, and endurance as his legendary perks. You can mod it if you have Super Sledge mods. Don't ask me why this guy is invading my personal space, but if you recruit Cullen instead of Marty, you will get the Mind Over Matter, a unique plasma gun. It comes with Ghost Slayers, Hitmans, and Steadfast as its legendary perks, and it comes with a short scope mod already on it. And of course, if you have the mods for Plasma Gun, then you can mod it further. Continuing with the Brotherhood of Steel main quests, finishing the Knight's Penance will get you the Facebreaker, a unique power fist that has Furious, Power Attack, and +1 Strength as its legendary perks. And this one actually has a unique look to it, and you can get the plans for it and the daily ops. I love the look, and you can mod it with Power Fist mods, but this one you can't drop. Finishing over and out main missions, you get the Oathbreaker, a unique warglaive that comes with the legendary perks Suppressors, Power Attack Damage, and Cavaliers. You can also get the plans for this from Regs for gold bullions. You can also mod it with Warglaive mods. Once you complete the One of Us main mission, you can get the Bunker Buster, a unique missile launcher that comes with Dangerous perk and the mods Triple Barrel and Targeting Computer. You can mod this with missile launcher mods, but you can't put any legendary perks on it. While doing the Enclave missions, you can get the Enclave Plasma Gun, and I know a lot of people don't consider this a unique weapon, but it is based on a plasma gun, and though the mods for it are different, the appearance mod for them are the same, so I decided to include them here. It can drop from several different places, and like I said, you can't mod it much, but it can drop with different mods already on it, including the much desired Flamer Barrel. An Enclave Flamer with vampires is still quite awesome. If you didn't get a good one in the Enclave main mission, you can farm them in Dropped Connection. There's a 30% chance to drop in Dropped Connection public events in the Mire. You can also find the Enclave plasma gun mods as box mods being sold in vendor bots occasionally. Daisycutter is a unique fat man that is acquired from an organic solution side quest. It comes with the lightweight perk and the MIRV launcher mod. The first time you come to Harper's Ferry, you will see these waypoints here. Go to one of them to start the side mission, Tracking Unknowns. It is all very pretty straightforward except for one part. That waypoint is on the top of a cliff. The easiest way to get to the top is to come to my location, find this wooden bridge and stairs and follow it. Once you're up on the cliff, it's simple questing. Finishing the quest will give you the Pyrolyzer, a unique flamer with suppressors perk. It also comes with a long barrel and large propellant tank mods. And of course, you can mod it with flamer mods. The final word is a unique 50 cal machine gun, received from the end of Beckett's quests. It comes with anti-armor, rapid, and resilient legendary perks. Not the worst of heavy weapons, if you're into that. But I wish they would have given this a unique look. The V.A.T.S Unknown is a unique alien blaster that you can get from Sofia de Guerra's quests. All of its perks have to do with V.A.T.S, but this also does not have a unique look. Finishing Mayor for a Day side quest gets you the All Rise, a unique super sledge. It comes with 90% reduced weight perk, but also heavy rocket mod, which is unique to this weapon. If you remove this heavy rocket, you won't be able to get it back. Another quest-related unique weapon is the Slug Buster, a unique plasma gun, and this is perhaps one of the best unique weapons. It has pretty good perks, slap a flamer mod on it like I did, and you are gold. To get it, you have to side with the raiders in the Vault 79 raid. You will have to have been nice to Rara before and ask her to explore inside of the vault. Eventually, towards the end, she will open the door and the Slug Buster will be on the table. This is the only way to get it. I tried to clip through the locked door using the photo mode glitch, but if you go in like that, there's nothing on the table. It would seem the gun only spawns once Rara is involved. It is also important to note that now you do have a chance to get the Slug Buster from mutated party packs. It is a small chance, but a chance nonetheless. Now, though this one is not from a quest per se, you do need the military ID card. So once you finish the 4 Defiance quests, you can get the plans for this gun here. Interact with the artillery battery terminal, and get the plans for the Brotherhood Recon Rifle. it is a unique hunting rifle that you will have to craft at the weapon workbench. It comes with prefab mobs, but you can mod it further with normal hunting rifle mods. Now onto the main quest in the Skyline Valley region. There are 3 unique weapons that we can get. By finishing the main quest Housekeeping for Hire, by helping out Oberlin, we get the V63 Shock Baton, which may not seem like it, but it is a unique security baton, as you can see here. This is an interesting one-handed melee weapon with somewhat decent legendary effects. This is droppable. Sadly, the perks in these weapons cannot be rerolled. Now, on the last quest for Oberlin, finishing double crosswires will get us the unique handmade called Shattered Grounds. And honestly, this isn't bad at all. It has a Junkies effect with explosive bullets and minus 90% weight. It can definitely be used as a main weapon until you get that god roll you've been searching for, or even serve as a secondary weapon since it doesn't weigh that much. As you can see, I have enough additions to get the maximum bonus because I used to run a Junkies build before I went bloodied. This is also droppable. Finishing the main quest, Seeking Shelter, which was probably one of my favorite quests just because I love Kevin, we get the unique railway rifle called the Ticket to Revenge. Now, the Ticket to Revenge is a little awkward to talk about because when it was in PTS, it was bloodied, but when it actually came out, it was furious instead, which didn't make it bad, it was still a pretty good weapon, but enough people complain about it that Bethesda made it so that the new ones that were obtained after a certain date would come with bloodied instead. But everyone who already got the furious one, like me, would not get theirs changed, so if you wanted to get the bloodied one, we would have to do the same quest again on a different character, which is pretty annoying, or try to get one from someone else who didn't want this weapon. That said, regardless of bloodied or furious, it is a fantastic weapon. It does hit really hard, but also it has a secret perk that gives it more ammo capacity. This is droppable. Like I mentioned before, the legendary perks in these weapons cannot be rerolled. Now on to unique weapons from events. The Meteoritic sword is a unique Chinese officer sword that you can get from Breach and Clear event. Not that great of a weapon with just an assassin's perk to it, but it does have these neat burrow pattern on the blade which looks cool. And though unlisted, it also has a 90% reduced weight and 50% more durability. That said, you can't mod it nor put any legendary perks on it. It is also listed as not legendary, but it is still unscrappable. Burning Love is a unique compound bow that you can get from the Tunnel of Love public event. I love it because it looks unique. That said, it is not that great of a weapon. You can mod it with compound bow mods. Still in the Tunnel of Love public event, you can get the Love Tap, a unique submachine gun. I love the look, and unlike Burning Love, this is actually a pretty decent weapon. Aside from its legendary perks, it also gets a 20% damage buff over standard submachine guns. You can mod it with standard submachine gun mods, and the skin stays on the modded parts too. Gunther's Big Iron is a unique single-action revolver that you can get from the Most Wanted public event. Who doesn't like a nuka-themed weapon? Plus, this is the best single-action revolver that you can get. Aside from the plus 15% reload speed legendary perk, it gets an additional plus 45 reload speed. Not to mention, it uses 45 ammo. That said, it's still just a revolver in a Fallout game. Still in Most Wanted public event, you can also get the Western Spirit, a unique lever action rifle, but unlike Gunther's Big Iron, this one doesn't have great perks, but it sure looks sweet. It also gets a 25% damage buff over the standard lever action rifles and 7 rounds instead of the usual 5. The Whacker Smacker is a unique super sledge that you can get from the Spin the Wheel public event. Every unique super sledge seems to have its own color variant. Aside from the legendary perks, this also gets a 50% faster base swing speed. You can mod it with normal Super Sledge mods. From Seismic Activity public event, you can get the Molerat Bat, a unique baseball bat. I love the unique skin that it has, but also a bat that is strong against mole rats in specific? Yes please. Are mole rats weak against mole rat teeth? Like ghost types are weak against ghost types? You can also mod it with normal baseball bat mods. Still in Seismic Activity public event, you can also get the Grand Finale, a unique broadsider. Aside from having unique paint and decent perks, it gets a 10% bonus damage and fireworks. You can mod this with normal broadsider mods. In One Violent Night, you are awarded a Nailer, a unique cultist blade. But to get it, the Night Stalker must be defeated using unarmed weapons. Aside from the bloodied effect, it also has several hidden effects, and not all of them are good. It does plus 20% damage, plus 30% weight, plus 60% value, and minus 8 durability. It doesn't get a unique look though, and you can't mod it. The Eviction Notice public event has 6 different unique weapons you can get. The first one we'll be looking at is the Debilitator. Yet another unique super sledge. It's incredible that every unique super sledge has a unique paint job too. Someone at Bethesda must really like super sledges. And of course, modded with Super Sledge mods. Another Eviction Notice weapon is a Pirate Punch, a unique black powder blunderbuss. Sadly, this one doesn't have a unique look. But it does have pretty decent perks for this gun in specific. Still, not really a main weapon material. There are no mods for the blunderbuss, and so you can't mod this. Also from Eviction Notice is the Tone Death, a unique death tempo. It has a unique paint, it jingles when attacking, and it gives you plus 5 max carry weight when equipped. Not a strong weapon, but it weighs 0.5, so it's handy to keep it around for when you need to fast travel and you are just a little over encumbered. Another Eviction Notice weapon is the Doctor's Orders, a unique hunting rifle, but nothing too crazy about this one. You can mod it with the hunting rifle mods. Still from Eviction Notice, the crowd control is a unique combat shotgun. Right off the bat, he has a unique look which I love, but he also has decent perks as a sight shotgun. And of course, modded using combat shotgun mods. The last Eviction Notice weapon is the Foundation's Vengeance, a unique minigun. This has Bloody, Explosive, and Resilient as its legendary perks. It also comes with the Shredder Muzzle Nod, definitely a fun weapon to mess around with. And y'all know me, unique look? Yes please. You can mod it using the normal minigun mods. Moving on to Beasts of Burden public events, there are 5 unique weapons here. First one we're looking at is the Cultist Piercer, a unique pickaxe with a unique look. It comes with bloodied, melee speed, and strength, but these 5 weapons can all be rerolled to your heart's content. Another Beast of Burden weapon is Luca's Switchblade, a unique Switchblade. It looks real nice, and aside from the 3 rerollable legendary perks, the weapon innately gives you plus 10 AP. It also uses Switchblade mods. Still from Beasts of Burden, the Ogua Gauntlet is a unique bear arm that looks fantastic. It's a massive Ogua skull. Good perks which can be rerolled, but also an innate 20% damage effect. You can also use bear arm mods here. Yet another Beast of Burden weapon is the Elder's Mark, a unique submachine gun. Aside from looking freaking sweet, it has 3 decent perks that are also rerollable. But it also has an innate cursed effect which gives it more damage, more fire rate, but breaks faster. If you reroll with an anti-armor and a perk that makes it break slower, this can be an amazing weapon. All in all, definitely one of the cooler ones. It uses submachine gun mods. The last Beast of Burden weapon is the Holy Fire, a unique flamer, and it's very popular. It has that crisp cultist look, but also great perks that can be rerolled if you want something else. It also has innate cursed effects, but also 18 fire damage over 3 seconds as opposed to the standard 9 fire damage over 3 seconds. Not only so, but it has blue flames. I've seen so many people use it, and honestly, it's not difficult to see why it is so popular. And of course, it uses flamer mods. Now on to Safe and Sound public event. There are 3 unique weapons here, one of which is the Cryptid Jawbone knife, a unique combat knife. It looks wicked and has 3 rerollable perks, which one of our viewers has pointed out that they are amazing for this weapon. I imagine it will at least be fun to play around with it. Not only so, but it has an innate plus 50% damage to cryptids. I still think the teeth should be facing the other way around though. The cultist marking on it are pretty cool. And of course, he uses combat knife mods. Another safe and sound weapon is the Kabloom, a unique pump action shotgun. This one has great perks, that are also rerollable, but also an innate 50 poison damage over 10 seconds. Not bad at all. Plus, the flowery paint job reminds me of SpongeBob backgrounds. It uses pump action shotgun mods. The last safe and sound weapon is the Blue Ridge Branding Iron, a unique shish kebab. It looks great, and the motorcycle handle gives it away that it is indeed a shish kebab variant. The rerollable perks aren't amazing, but the innate 24 fire damage over 3 seconds and increased swing speed makes this weapon a pretty popular one. It also leaves branding marks on creatures, but as you can see, it doesn't leave any marks on inorganic stuff. It uses shish kebab mods. The Super Steam Pike is a unique legendary spear and can be acquired from the public event Gearing Up, and it is just 2 super stims tied to a metal pole. Now, this definitely don't look like it would do much damage, if any, to monsters or even to humans. It would mostly be poke damage with the 2 needles and the sharpened pole at the end, but if you slash with it, those needles would most definitely break off. But as you can see, it does have the medic perk on it, so lore-wise you would be poking your friends with this from a distance. So not a very good weapon in-game nor in theory, but a funny one to think about and to have in your collection. From public event Dangerous Pastimes, we can get the Red Terror, which is a unique light machine gun. It looks very undemocratic. The perks are unrerollable, which feels like a step back from the Beasts of Burden and safe and sound public event weapons, but here we are. The perks themselves are actually okay, and it has a hidden effect that gives it double ammo capacity. Also, as a side note, the Red Terror does come with 2 skins, a red one and a green one, and once you do get the weapon, you can't even put the skin on other LMGs, so hey, that's pretty neat. Another weapon we can get from Dangerous Pastimes is the V63 BERTHA, which is a unique Tesla rifle. And despite the perks also being unrollable, this one is actually a pretty amazing weapon. Perhaps the best Tesla rifle. It also has the hidden effect for double ammo capacity, and honestly, it looks pretty sweet. In Neurological Warfare, we can get the Anchorage Ace, which is a unique 10mm SMG, and this one kinda doesn't have great perks, at least not something I would use. And also, they're unrollable, which is kinda sad. Another thing that a lot of people told me I forgot to mention in previous iterations of this video is that the Anchorage Ace has a hidden effect, which makes it silent on top of having a reflex sight, which reduces AP cost further. The perks themselves aren't the best, but it is definitely a neat weapon to play around with.
Thank you for your cooperation.
That said, it does come with 2 skins that you can put on it. But these skins are specific to this weapon, and they cannot be applied to normal 10mm SMG. Kinda weird to do that. Still in Neurological Warfare, we can also get the V63 HELGA, a unique Gatling laser. This one is actually not bad as far as perks go for a heavy weapon, so it isn't too bad that it isn't rerollable. Also, it has the V63 aesthetic, which is great. The last neurological warfare weapon is the V63 OLGA, a unique laser gun, and this one also has pretty decent perks as far as laser guns go. It also sports the same V63 look. Now on to mutated packs. You get them from mutated events, and there are 4 unique weapons here, one of which is the Boomstick, a unique rocket launcher. But to be honest, it doesn't have a special look, no exclusive perks. I don't know why they made these unique, but it is what it is, I guess. Cool to collect, but it is the same with the other 3 weapons. Likewise, Longshot is a unique hunting rifle that you can get from mutated packs. They all have decent perks, but there's nothing really special about them, aside from them being named. And though the perks are decent, I can't imagine these are something people would specifically farm for to actually use on a daily basis, though I guess I did farm this for over a month to make this video. Next is Overkill, a unique Fat Man from mutated packs. This one is at least interesting. It is a 2-shot Fat Man that doesn't take much space, quite aptly named. You can at least have some fun with this one. The last mutated pack unique weapon is the Peacemaker, a unique auto grenade launcher. Now, I know mine has a different name on it right now, but it is because I put this skin on it one day. See, this is the same weapon on an earlier video of mine with the right name on there. The name just disappeared after an update, and I think that's proof that there really is nothing in these weapons that make them special aside from their names. Even the game sees no difference between these mutated pack unique weapons and normal ones. Just don't put any skins on them before an update, I guess. Now, onto daily ops. There are 6 unique weapon plans here. The mechanic's best friend is a unique pipe wrench with a cool unique look. It has 2 innate effects, but you can't reroll the legendary perks, so it's not that great. Next is Medical Malpractice, a unique 44 pistol, but this one actually has a unique look. These red small details are actually pretty nice. That said, the legendary perks are not rerollable, nor are they that great. At least you can mod it using normal 44 pistol mods. Another daily ops weapon is the Soul Survivor, a unique lever action rifle with a very lore-friendly unique look. But the perks on it are not that great. They're not rerollable, so just nice to look at, like the other daily ops unique weapons. Whistle in the Dark is another daily ops unique weapon, evidently a unique assault rifle. The paint reminds me of candy corn, but supposedly it is a settler paint job. And the perks aren't that great either. This, however, cannot be dropped. With the same color scheme, the Gutter is a unique Assaultron blade from Daily Ops. Just a unrerollable vampires on it and an innate 20% bonus damage. it can't be dropped either. The last Daily Ops unique weapon is the Unstoppable Monster, a unique Deathclaw Gauntlet with only a slight color change from the normal one. But the perks on here are somewhat decent, though again unrerollable. This also cannot be dropped. Now onto some miscellaneous unique weapons. I want to show the Dragon here, because I did show the Fixer and the Enclave Plasma. This is technically a unique black powder rifle, but it shoots 4 projectiles at once. You can get this from several different sources, it really isn't too rare, but it's a fun gun to play around with. Like I said, it is not very difficult to find one of these at all. It shows no mods, but if you have the bayonet mod for the black powder rifle, you can put it on this as well. At Camden Park, you can buy a Camden Whacker for 50 Mr. Fuzzy tokens. It is a unique Kami Whacker with honestly, with no special feature or look. Definitely not worth it. But I got it anyway to show you nerds. I hate that they didn't put any unique look into this. It still even says Democracy on it cause it is a Kami Whacker. After you finish the keys to the past main quest, you can start getting Pleasant Valley claim tickets. If you come to the Pleasant Valley station and follow me, you can hand them to a robot for stuff. If you finish the key to the past quest, you will have this key card. Having this robot check your claim ticket can get you several things. Among these things, there is a 3% chance to get one of the 2 fancy weapons. One of them is a fancy single action revolver, a unique single action revolver. As you can see, mine doesn't look too fancy despite the name. That's because it is visually glitched. This is what it's supposed to look like. And sometimes it comes back, and sometimes it gets glitched again. It has always been bugged. I don't know, it's finicky I guess. And although you can't mod it or put any legendary perks on it, it does come with a random legendary perk. And also, it does have better range, better fire rate, and better reload speed compared to the normal single action revolvers. The more interesting and less buggy fancy weapon is the fancy pump action shotgun. It does look freaking fantastic. You can't mod it either, but it does have more ammo and reload speed compared to the normal pump action shotguns. Not to mention that the 3 guaranteed legendary perks are pretty decent, albeit unrerollable. And because it is rare, it can go for a pretty penny when trading with other players. Now, let's look at some past scoreboard weapons that can be obtained in the game now for those who missed out on it. The Cold Shoulder is a unique double-barrel shotgun and possibly the best shotgun by far that you can buy the plant from Giuseppe for stamps. It is currently one of the most OP weapons due to its freezing effect. You can mod it using double barrel shotgun mods. The Circuit Breaker is another past scoreboard weapon that is now available at Giuseppe for 500 stamps. It is a unique 10mm pistol, but it uses fusion cells instead of 10mm rounds, and because of that it deals energy damage instead of ballistic damage. It has an exclusive last shot mod that causes a burst of electricity that deals energy damage and stuns enemies on that last shot in the magazine, so don't reload this weapon before you spend all of the ammo. This weapon, however, does not use 10mm pistol mods, and despite the way it looks, it lacks a suppressor mod and also the automatic receiver mod. Now onto the unique weapons that we can get from the raid Gleaming Depths. It is important to note that none of these weapons can be re-rolled or dropped, so that's a big bummer, but they all have 4-star legendaries, so you know, it might be a good thing to go after these. Now onto the first encounter, you do have a chance to get the Valkyrie, which is a unique Gatling laser. You also have a chance to get its plan, but separately. I do like these Epsilon Squad paint jobs for these weapons, I think they look neat. But also, if you are a heavy gunner that doesn't use V.A.T.S, it might be worth it to go after this plan to try and learn the 4-star legendary effect here. It is also in the second encounter that you can get the Drill Fist, a unique gauntlet. I do like the look of this quite a bit, and of course you also get a chance to get a plan for this separately. There is also a plan for a mod for this weapon called the Ultrasight Bit. It has an interesting 4-star legendary effect and anti-armor for the 1-star effect, so it might be worth getting this plan for those. Either way, rock and stone. It is also in the third encounter that you can get the Resolve Breaker, a unique auto grenade launcher, and of course, you can get the plans for this as well, separately as always. Still in the third encounter, you can also get a second unique weapon called the Flatliner, a unique Gauss rifle. This too you can get the plans for separately, and this one has a pretty good 4-star legendary if you are a V.A.T.S build, so it might be worth going after the plan for this one. Now onto the fourth encounter, it is here that you have a chance to get the Cauterizer, a unique chainsaw. A very cool one at that, just from the looks alone. Very different, very cool, but you can also get the plans for it separately. But the look of it is just superb. When you equip it, you can see the red energy chainsaw blade thing, which is great. So cool. It is here in the fourth encounter as well that you can get the Lickety-Split, a unique railway rifle. Just as with the other Epsilon Squad weapons, I do like the look of this quite a bit, but I'm not too sure about the legendary perks on this one. Still in the last encounter, you can also get the Boiling Point, a unique flamer. And this one definitely looks pretty crazy, but also the best 4-star legendary effect to put on a flamer, Enclave flamer, or the Holy Fire. So if you do use any of these weapons, might as well try and go for the plan for this one. And finally, in the last encounter, you can get the Ultrasight Terror Sword. That's right, finally a proper two-handed sword. And this one looks pretty awesome. I carry it around just for the looks alone. And I'm not too sure about the 4-star legendary effect, it is very specific, pretty good on this weapon, but I'm not too sure that learning it would benefit you for a lot of other weapons. But it does have an anti-armor 1-star effect, so if you haven't learned that yet, this could be a good thing to get the plans for. The Metal Breeze Sprayer is a unique plasma rifle with a flamer mod on it, and you can acquire this bad boy by getting 76 Abraxodine Intel briefcases. It has a different color scheme from the normal plasma rifle, and even in the flames that it shoots. As you can see, it shoots Metal Breeze, so I assume it is like a radioactive ammonia shooter or something like that. And it has anti-armor, inertial, and durability as its legendary perks. The bad thing about this is that you can't mod it nor reroll any of the perks, so what you see is what you get. The prototype ABX-03 is also a unique plasma rifle with a flamer mod on it, and you can also acquire this by getting 145 Abraxodine Intel briefcases. And if you think this looks awfully similar to the Metal Breeze Sprayer, it's because it is. It looks exactly the same, has the same 3 legendary perks, but this one does have a 4th legendary perk, the Pyromaniac, so it will do more damage than the other one. And that's it! Every unique weapon that we can get in Fallout 76 right now. So tell me, do you have all of these? Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider helping the channel out by clicking join down below to become a member. Subscribe to see more videos like this, and of course, always nerd on.